Anyone can be a top student. Anyone, including you. I know you wondered how top students consistently score straight A's, how they meet their goals, and how they seem unstoppable in their academics, right? What if I told you you could do the same? Hi guys, my name is Sam Adebola and I'm a first class graduate of the Department of Electronics and Electrical Engineering. But during the early years of my academic journey, I struggled to get good grades, I struggled to rank well in my class. But over the years, I've stumbled upon truths that have made me believe that anyone, including you, can become a top student. Today we'll uncover secrets to becoming that student in 2025, that student that everyone admires for their academic excellence and resilience. And no, it's not just about talent or skill. So let's dive in. Famous A4 said, whether I think you can or I think you can't, you're right in both scenarios. And this shows us the power of mindsets. No matter what area of life you are pursuing success in, having the right mindset has a huge role to play. So the first tip I'll be sharing to become that student in 2025 is to shift your mindset, because your mindset determines your reality. Therefore, the very first step to take when pursuing academic success is to believe you can. Dr. Carl Dweck, a psychology professor from Stanford University, conducted a research across two groups, a group that believed intelligence can be developed and a group that believed it was fixed, right? And the results showed that students who believed intelligence could be developed always outperformed students who thought it was fixed. And something similar happened to me while I was in my third year in school, because I was having okay results. My results were not bad, but they were not the best. I was just having okay results, and I was not really pursuing first class because I had to believe that OQs, because why would I put my hope in something, right, work so hard to achieve it, and at the end of the day not achieve that thing? It's very painful if you are being very sincere. It can be very, very, very painful. So I just zeroed in and said I would do my best, but I'm not going to aim for the first class. But I had a discussion with one of my friends, and that discussion forced a shift in my mentality, which is what we are discussing now. And that semester, I think I had my best results throughout school. I had a 5.0, I had A's in all my courses. And this is to show you that when there is a shift in mindset, the possibilities become more. The next tip I'll be sharing to become that student in 2025 is to learn how to learn. It's really, really important to learn how to learn. Because some students, when they are reading, when they are learning, they just write down information back. Okay, they read this definition, they write it back down, they read this, they write it back down. And you find out that when it's time for them to recall all they said they've learned, when it's time for them to recall it and probably write the answers down in an exam, or they can't remember. And you find out that it is because they never actually learned it. They never actually put what they claim to have learned in their brain. And you need to. It brings us to techniques like active recall, spaced repetition. Those two techniques. We'll get into that in other videos. That's not for today, but I'm just saying you need to learn how to learn. And there are lots of videos on YouTube that will teach you that. Success is not about skill and talent alone. It's also about grit, the ability to stick to your goals and pursue them until they are realized. The next tip I'll be sharing, which is building grit and daily work. A TED talk by Angela Duckworth that I listened to talks about how grit is the number one pointer of success.
We studied rookie teachers working in really tough neighborhoods, asking which teachers are still going to be here in teaching by the end of the school year. And of those, who will be the most effective at improving learning outcomes for their students? We partnered with private companies asking which of these salespeople is going to keep their jobs and who's going to earn the most money. In all those very different contexts, one characteristic emerged as a significant predictor of success. And it wasn't social intelligence, it wasn't good looks, physical health, and it wasn't IQ. It was grit. Grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future, day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years, and working really hard to make that future a reality.
Social science says that perseverance and passion for long-term goals outperform talent in predicting success. One tip I will give you when you're trying to chase your goals is that you can break your goals into small chunks, break them into manageable pieces. Don't overwhelm yourself, because in quest to achieve high goals, we sometimes overwhelm ourselves. You can stand up today and say, I'll read 9 hours, I'll read 50 hours. It's most times not going to work, right? I don't know if it works for some of you, but for me, how can you sit down at a stretch for me? But you have to break those tasks into manageable chunks, right? Manageable chunks, and be consistent with doing them over time. Success is the sum of small efforts that are done day in, day out. It's just a summation of small efforts that are done day in, day out. So while building grits, do the work, and do the work in a way that you will be able to continue doing the work. Don't overwhelm yourself. So the next tip I'll be sharing is that you should collaborate with your peers, collaborate with people. Do not compete. Not compete. While I was in school, I think from my 3rd year to my 5th year, there was this reading group I belonged to, Let's Have It. That's what we're called, Let's Have It, right? And what we did was that we majorly shared responsibilities with ourselves, like amidst ourselves or amongst ourselves. You are taking this course, you are taking this course, you are taking this course. Go and learn, go and prepare. You'll be teaching all of us. You understand? So it helped, right? Because most of the time you won't want to disappoint, right? And you want to understand very well so that you can effectively teach others. And when you're having good discussions also, you find out that when most of your peers know a particular concept, when they understand something and you don't, you feel left behind. And that would sometimes prompt you to want to catch up. You want to catch up because you don't want to be left behind. So you have to collaborate with your peers, not compete. Collaboration over competition. The next thing I'll be sharing is trusting God and just relax, right? It's need to be nervous. You find out that sometimes when you've read, if you prepare too well for this exam and it's time to go in and write the exam, you are just unnecessarily anxious. You don't need that. You don't need that. Just relax and believe that God will count all your good works, all your hard work. God will count it as success. Because your anxiousness, your nervousness will not do anything, wouldn't benefit you. Like even in worst case scenarios, you might forget what you've learned. It's because you have been anxious. So just relax and trust God to help you. So the 6th thing I'll be sharing with you is that you should keep going no matter what. Right? There are times where no matter how well your preparation is, I'm trying to be as sincere with you as possible now. No matter how well your preparation is, no matter how well you say you prepare, it's not going to come out as you expect, right? Okay, I had this course I did in my final year. I had a D in the course. I wasn't expecting an A, but I wasn't definitely expecting a D because it's actually spoiled my results. My result wasn't as good as it would have been. But what will I do? Will I say because of that I should stop doing the work I've always been doing, or will I say because of that I should just give up? No, you shouldn't give up. Just keep doing the work no matter the outcome. Don't worry. One day, if you stay true to the work you are doing, one day you would see the results. You would definitely see the results. And as Nelson Mandela once said, the greatest glory in living does not lie in not never failing, but it lies in standing up, getting back up whenever you fall. Okay, our second tip said learn how to learn. And if you're interested in learning how to learn, you should consider subscribing to this channel because very soon I'll be making a video on that. Thank you and peace.